Have you ever looked up at a soaring bird and felt a pang of envy? The freedom of flight, the wind beneath your wings, the world spread out beneath you like a map. Hand gliding offers a taste of that ancient dream. It's a chance to experience the sky not from behind glass, but as a bird does. Imagine yourself perched on a mountainside. The air is crisp and clean. Below, the world stretches out in a panorama of colors and textures. You take a deep breath, feel the harness secure around you, and take a running leap into the void. This is hand gliding. It's a sport that strips away the barriers between you and the elements. No engine roars, no cockpit confines you. It's just you, the wind, and the open sky. Whether you're a seasoned adrenaline junkie or a curious beginner, hand gliding promises an experience like no other. But what is it about hand gliding that draws people in? Why choose this over all the other adventure sports vying for your attention? The answer is simple. The unparalleled sense of freedom. It's the closest you can get to experiencing flight as nature intended. When you're up there, suspended between heaven and earth, the world takes on a different perspective. Your worries shrink, replaced by the sheer exhilaration of the moment. The wind sings in your ears, the sun warms your face, and the ground seems to fall away beneath you. It's not just about the adrenaline rush, though. Hand gliding is also about the tranquility of soaring, of gliding effortlessly on currents of air, feeling at one with the elements. It's a chance to escape the noise and chaos of everyday life and connect with something bigger than yourself. In this comprehensive guide, we'll delve into the world of hand gliding. Whether you're a complete novice or have a few flights under your belt, this guide has something for you. We'll explore everything from the basics of the sport to choosing the right equipment, safety precautions, and finding the perfect location for your next adventure. We'll take you on a journey to some of the most breathtaking hand gliding destinations around the globe. From the rugged peaks of the Swiss Alps to the sun-drenched beaches of Rio de Janeiro, we'll show you the world from a bird's eye view. But this guide is more than just a collection of facts and figures. It's about capturing the spirit of adventure that lies at the heart of hand gliding. It's about inspiring you to step outside your comfort zone, embrace the unknown, and experience the world in a whole new way. So buckle up, adjust your helmet, and prepare for takeoff. The world of hand gliding awaits, and it's time to spread your wings and soar. Together, we'll explore the skies, push the limits of adventure, and discover the true meaning of freedom. Your journey starts now. The USA, with its diverse landscapes, is a haven for hand gliding enthusiasts. From the rolling hills of the Appalachians to the peaks of the Sierra Nevada, there's a launch site for every skill level. Let's start with Lookout Mountain in Georgia, offering breathtaking views of the Tennessee Valley. Imagine launching from the mountaintop, soaring over lush forests and rivers. Next, we venture to Owens Valley in California, a land of stark beauty. Framed by the Sierra Nevada and Inyo Mountains, Owens Valley is for experienced pilots. Picture yourself gliding over this ancient landscape. The sun on your face. Across the Atlantic, Europe beckons with its own set of hand gliding adventures. The Swiss Alps, with their jagged peaks and pristine valleys, are a sight to behold from the air. Imagine launching from a mountainside, the air thin and crisp as you climb higher. Alpine meadows give way to dense forests of pine and spruce. Crystal clear lakes shimmer like jewels scattered across the landscape. Majestic peaks of the Alps pierce the clouds, their snow-capped summits glistening. From the Alps, we journey south to the French Pyrenees. Rugged peaks and deep gorges create a dramatic landscape for experienced pilots. Picture yourself gliding along a mountain ridge, the wind whistling below. To one side, the green valleys of France. To the other, the plains of Spain. South America, a continent of vibrant cultures and breathtaking landscapes, offers its own brand of hand gliding magic. From the cloud forests of Colombia to the windswept plains of Patagonia, there's an adventure waiting to be discovered. Imagine launching from the iconic Sugarloaf Mountain, the city of Rio sprawling beneath you like a vibrant tapestry. The azure waters of Guanabara Bay sparkle in the sunlight, dotted with sailboats and islands, and towering above it all, the iconic statue of Christ the Redeemer stands sentinel. Our journeys to Asia, a continent of towering mountains, ancient cultures, and vibrant cities. From the Himalayas to the islands of Southeast Asia, there are countless opportunities to experience the thrill of hand gliding. Our first stop takes us to Birbiling in India, a small village nestled in the Dhaulada range of the Himalayas. Imagine launching from the slopes of Biling, the air thin and crisp as you soar above the clouds. Below, the world transforms into a sea of green. The dense forests of the Himalayas, stretching out as far as the eye can see. In the distance, snow-capped peaks pierce the sky, their summits glistening in the sunlight. From the Himalayas, we venture to the mountains of Nepal, home to some of the world's highest peaks. Imagine soaring above the clouds, the air thin and exhilarating, as you glide past towering peaks like Mount Everest and Annapurna. Below, the world shrinks to a miniature landscape with villages nestled in valleys and rivers snaking their way through the mountains. These are just a few of the many incredible hand gliding destinations that Asia has to offer. Whether you're a seasoned pilot or a first-time flyer, there's an adventure waiting for you in this land of contrasts and extremes. Choosing the right hand gliding location is a personal decision. It's about finding a place that speaks to your sense of adventure, challenges your skills, and leaves you breathless with its beauty. Whether you're drawn to the rugged peaks of the Alps, the sun-drenched beaches of Rio, or the ancient landscapes of the Atacama Desert, there's a hand-gliding adventure waiting for you. Remember, this is just a glimpse into the world of hand-gliding destinations. There are countless other incredible places to discover, each with its own unique character and charm. So do your research, talk to other pilots, and find the location that calls to your adventurous spirit. The sky's the limit. So, you're ready to experience the thrill of hand gliding? That's fantastic. The feeling of soaring like a bird is truly unforgettable. But before you launch yourself off a mountain, It's important to start with the right foundation, a tandem flight. Think of a tandem flight as your introduction to the sky. You'll be securely connected to an experienced instructor who'll guide you through every step of the flight. This isn't just about safety, although that's paramount. It's about building confidence, learning the ropes, and experiencing the magic of flight without feeling overwhelmed. During a tandem flight, you'll be able to relax and enjoy the scenery, while your instructor handles the technical aspects. You'll feel the wind in your hair, experience the sensation of flight, and gain a whole new perspective on the world below. It's an incredible way to get a taste of hand gliding and decide if it's the sport for you. Safety is absolutely crucial in any adventure sport, and hand gliding is no exception. But don't worry, with the right equipment and a healthy dose of caution, you can enjoy the thrill of flight with peace of mind. Let's start with the essentials: a well-maintained glider and a helmet. Your glider is your wings, so ensuring it's in top-notch condition is non-negotiable. Reputable operators meticulously inspect and maintain their gliders, but don't hesitate to ask about it. A well-maintained glider is a safe glider. Next up, your helmet. It's your best friend in the sky. Make sure it fits snugly and comfortably. Besides the glider and helmet, comfortable clothing is key. Think layers, as it can get chilly up high. Sturdy footwear is also important, especially for takeoff and landing. Remember, you'll be running, so choose shoes that provide good ankle support. Choosing the right instructor is just as important as choosing the right equipment. Your instructor will be your guide, mentor, and safety net throughout your hand gliding journey. They'll teach you the basics of flight, help you understand the weather conditions, and be there to guide you every step of the way. A good instructor is someone who is experienced, patient, and passionate about sharing their love of hand gliding. They should be able to explain things clearly, answer your questions patiently, and instill you with the confidence to take to the skies. Don't hesitate to ask about their experience, certifications, and safety record. Remember, your instructor is there to help you succeed. Listen carefully to their instructions. Ask questions if you're unsure about anything, and don't be afraid to express any concerns you might have. Open communication is key to a safe and enjoyable hand gliding experience. Now comes the exciting part, taking control. But don't worry, you won't be launched on the ground, using your body weight to steer and maintain balance. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. It might feel a bit wobbly at first, but with practice, you'll start to get a feel for how the glider responds to your movements. You'll learn how to use the control bar to adjust the glider's pitch and how to shift your weight to steer left or right. Once you've mastered the basics of ground handling, it's time to take to the skies. Your first few flights will be tandem flights, with your instructor controlling the glider. But as you gain confidence and experience, you'll gradually take over more of the controls, learning how to soar, turn, and even perform Basic maneuvers. It's an exhilarating feeling, taking control of your own flight and experiencing the freedom of the skies. Section 5. Landing safely. Back to Earth. While taking off is a thrill, landing safely is equally important. Your instructor will guide you through the landing process, teaching you how to approach the landing zone, control your descent rate, and make a smooth touchdown. Landing a hand glider is all about timing and precision. You'll learn to judge your altitude and airspeed, make adjustments to your flight path, and prepare for touchdown. Your instructor will be there every step of the way, providing guidance and reassurance. They'll teach you how to flare the glider, raising the nose just before touchdown to reduce your descent rate and make a soft landing. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you fly, the more confident and skilled you'll become at landing. And with each successful landing, you'll grow in your abilities and embrace the freedom of the skies with even greater enthusiasm. In the world of hand gliding, weather isn't just small talk. It's the boss. You can have all the enthusiasm and the best gear, but if the weather's having a bad day, you're staying grounded. Think of it like this. The sky is a massive, ever-changing playing field. And just like any good adventurer, you need to respect its rules. The good news is, reading the weather for hand gliding isn't about deciphering complex meteorological charts. It's about observing, understanding, and respecting the power of nature. It's about knowing when to spread your wings and when to wait for a better day. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be a weatherman to enjoy hand gliding. Reputable operators have a deep understanding of local weather patterns and prioritize safety above all else. They'll be the first to call off a flight if conditions aren't right. But having a basic understanding of how weather affects hand gliding will make you a more informed and confident pilot. Imagine a day with clear blue skies, the sun beaming down, a gentle breeze whispering through the trees. This, my friends, is perfect hand gliding weather. It's the kind of day that makes you want to strap on a glider and take to the skies. But what makes these conditions so ideal? First off, clear skies mean good visibility, which is crucial for navigating and enjoying the breathtaking views. You're up there to experience the world from a different perspective, and clear skies allow you to do just that. Next, we have the wind, the invisible force that makes hand gliding possible. For hand gliding, we're looking for a steady, moderate wind, something that provides lift without being too turbulent. Think of it like this. You want a wind that's going to lift you up gently, not toss you around like a rag doll. And finally, stable weather patterns are key. We want to avoid any sudden changes in wind speed or direction, as these can make for a bumpy and potentially dangerous ride. Just as there's ideal weather for hand gliding, there are conditions that scream, stay grounded. Remember, safety always comes first, and understanding what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to look for. First on our list of no-nos are strong winds. While a gentle breeze is our friend, strong winds can be unpredictable and dangerous. they can create turbulence, making it difficult to control the glider. And in extreme cases, they can even rip the wings right off. Next up, we have rain. Now, a little drizzle might not seem like a big deal, but rain can make the glider's wings heavy, reducing lift and making it harder to control. And let's not forget about lightning. Definitely not something you want to mess with while you're hundreds of feet in the air. Last but not least, adventurer wouldn't set off into the wilderness without a map and compass. Hand gliding requires respecting the rules of the sky. These rules aren't about cramping your style, but about ensuring everyone's safety and keeping the sport enjoyable for all. Think of it like this. Each country, and sometimes even specific regions within a country, has its own set of guidelines for hand gliding. These regulations cover everything from pilot licensing requirements and airspace restrictions to equipment standards and permitted launch sites. They exist for a reason: to minimize risks and ensure that everyone's out there having a good time without putting themselves or others in danger. Before you even think about strapping yourself into a glider, it's crucial to do your homework. Check the specific regulations for the area where you're planning to fly. These are often available online through national aviation authorities or hand gliding associations. Don't be shy about reaching out to local clubs or experienced pilots. They're usually more than happy to share their knowledge and point you in the right direction. When it comes to hand gliding, safety should always be your local weather patterns, airspace restrictions, and emergency procedures. Essentially, they've got you covered. Section 3. The price of freedom. Understanding the costs. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The cost of hand gliding. Like any adventure worth having, soaring through the skies doesn't come cheap. But before you let the numbers scare you off, let's break down the costs and see what you're actually paying for. First off, it's important to understand that hand gliding is an equipment-intensive sport. Gliders, harnesses, helmets. These things aren't pulled out of thin air at a cost. Then there's the human factor. Experienced instructors, the ones who guide you safely through the skies, deserve to be compensated for their expertise and time. They're not just teaching you how to fly. They're sharing their passion and ensuring your safety. And let's not forget about insurance, permits, and other operational costs that operators need to cover. While it's true that hand gliding requires a financial investment, it's important to remember what you're getting in return. An experience that's unlike anything else on Earth. This isn't just another vacation activity. It's a chance to fulfill a primal urge to fly, to experience the world from a perspective few get to witness. Think about the memories you'll create, the stories you'll tell, the sense of accomplishment you'll feel after soaring through the sky. Those are priceless. You're not just paying for a flight, you're investing in an adventure, a challenge, and a memory that will stay with you long after you're back on solid ground. So, the next time you're budgeting for your next adventure, consider this. Some things in life are worth saving up for, experiences that enrich your soul and leave you with a thirst for more. Hand gliding is one of those experiences. It's a chance to step outside your comfort zone, to embrace the unknown, and to discover the true meaning of freedom. And that, my friends, is worth every penny. You're standing on the edge of the world. Not literally, of course, but it feels that way. The wind whips around you, carrying the scent of pine and the distant rumble of adventure. Below, the world stretches out like a rumpled green carpet, waiting to be explored from a whole new perspective. This is the moment, the seconds before takeoff, where anticipation crackles in the air like static electricity. You've prepped, you've geared up, you've listened to the safety brief. Now, it's all about to come together. The harness is snug, a second skin. You take a deep breath, the air crisp and clean, filling your lungs with the promise of flight. Your instructor, a seasoned veteran of the skies, gives you a reassuring nod. It's a silent language, a shared understanding of the exhilaration and respect that comes with challenging gravity. This isn't just another thrill ride. It's a partnership with nature, a dance with the wind. A few running steps, the ground falling away beneath your feet, and then a moment of weightlessness. It's not falling, not exactly. It's more like the earth is gently releasing its hold on you, allowing you to rise up, up, up into the embrace of the sky. The harness, once a constraint, now feels like an extension of your own body, connecting you to the glider's graceful wings. The wind, no longer a whisper, becomes a symphony in your ears, rushing past as you gain altitude. It's exhilarating. This feeling of being lifted, of defying gravity's pull. Below, the world shrinks, details blurring into a tapestry of greens and browns. Trees become miniature forests, houses like Lego blocks scattered across the landscape. It's a humbling perspective, a reminder of the vastness of nature and your own small place within it. As you soar higher, the world unveils itself in breathtaking panoramas. Ridges that seemed insurmountable from below now flow beneath you like gentle waves. Rivers, once hidden by trees, now sparkle like silver ribbons, meandering through the landscape. It's a perspective shift, a recalibration of your senses. The world, once bound by the horizon, now stretches out in all directions, an invitation to explore, to wander, to dream. The air up here is different too. It's cleaner, fresher, carrying the faint scent of wildflowers and the promise of distant horizons. The worries that seemed so pressing on the ground, deadlines, traffic jams, that overflowing inbox, fade into insignificance. Up here, suspended between heaven and earth, the only thing that matters is the wind, the sun on your face, and the sheer joy of flight. You're not just a passenger on this flight, the thermals, those invisible columns of rising air, feeling the glider lift and soar as you ride the currents higher and higher. It's a freedom unlike any other, this feeling of being at one with the wind, of tracing invisible paths across the canvas of the sky. Time seems to lose its grip up here. Minutes melt away like snowflakes on a warm glove. The world below moves at its own pace, while you exist in this exhilarating bubble of flight, suspended between the everyday and the extraordinary. The sun dips lower in the sky, painting the clouds in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It's time to start thinking about landing. But the memory of this flight, this taste of freedom, will stay with you long after you're back on solid ground. Many operators offer GoPro rentals or attach cameras to the glider, allowing you to capture the experience in all its breathtaking glory. But even without the footage, the memories will be etched into your mind. The feel of the wind, the world spread out beneath you, the sense of accomplishment as you mastered the sky. Hand gliding is more than just it's a transformative experience. It's a reminder that the impossible is often just a leap of faith, a willingness to embrace the unknown and discover the extraordinary within yourself. So, what are you waiting for? The sky's the limit. We've journeyed together from the rolling hills of Georgia to the towering peaks of the Himalayas, from the sun-drenched beaches of Rio to the windswept deserts of Chile. We've talked about the thrill of takeoff, the serenity of soaring, the importance of safety, and the respect we owe the ever-changing whims of the weather. But through it all, one thing remains constant: the irresistible allure of hand gliding, the call of the wild blue yonder that speaks to something primal within us. It's the yearning to break free from the confines of gravity, to experience the world as a bird does, to taste the freedom of the skies. Remember that feeling you had as a child, watching birds glide effortlessly overhead. The sense of wonder, the longing to join them, to feel the wind beneath your own wings. Hand gliding isn't about conquering the sky. It's about becoming part of it. About experiencing a connection with nature that's as exhilarating as it is humbling. Hand gliding is more than just a sport. It's a transformative experience. It's about pushing your limits, challenging your fears, and discovering a strength and resilience you never knew you possessed. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing the unknown, knowing that the greatest rewards often lie beyond the boundaries of the familiar. And it's about perspective. When you're hundreds of feet above the ground, the world takes on a different dimension. Problems that seemed insurmountable shrink to manageable size. The everyday hustle fades into insignificance. All that remains is the breathtaking beauty of the world and the sheer joy of being alive. This is the magic of hand gliding. It's not just about the adrenaline rush, although that's certainly part of the appeal. It's about the peace that comes from being surrounded by nature's grandeur, the sense of accomplishment that washes over you after a successful flight, the memories that will last a lifetime. So, I leave you with this, my fellow adventurers. Don't let the dream of flight remain a distant longing. The sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning. There's a whole world out there, waiting to be explored from a different perspective. A world of soaring peaks, hidden valleys, and breathtaking vistas that will leave you speechless. Take that first tandem flight. Feel the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, the earth falling away beneath you. Embrace the challenge. Listen to your instructors and trust yourself to soar. You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. The world of hang gliding welcomes you with open arms. It's a community of passionate individuals, united by their love of flight and their desire to share the magic with others. So, take the leap, spread your wings, and discover the freedom that awaits you in the wild blue yonder. The sky's the limit, and beyond. Your adventure starts. Hang gliding. The word itself evokes a sense of freedom, a yearning for the boundless expanse of the open sky. Unlike the confined cabin of an airplane, hang gliding immerses you in the elements, the wind whipping past your face as you soar like a bird. The sensation is often described as pure exhilaration, a feeling of weightlessness as you dance with the thermals. It's a dance between human and nature, a delicate balance of skill and surrender as you navigate the unpredictable whims of the wind. And like any adventure worth pursuing, it comes with its own set of risks. But for those who dare to take the leap, the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine yourself suspended thousands of feet above the ground. The world stretches out beneath you, a tapestry of colors and textures painted across the landscape. Mountains rise like giants, their peaks piercing the clouds. Rivers snake through valleys, shimmering ribbons reflect in the sunlight. From this vantage point, the world takes on a different dimension, and you gain a newfound appreciation for the sheer scale and beauty of the natural world. It's the exhilaration of catching a thermal and feeling yourself lifted higher, the adrenaline rush as you carve through the air with effortless grace. The United States, with its diverse geography and stunning landscapes, offers a playground for hang gliding enthusiasts of all levels. From the rolling hills of the Appalachians to the rugged cliffs of the California coast, there's a perfect spot waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned pilot or a first-time flyer, the key is to find a location that suits your skill level and offers the type of experience you're seeking. Some spots are known for their gentle slopes and consistent winds, ideal for beginners just learning the ropes. Others boast challenging thermals and dramatic landscapes, attracting experienced pilots looking to push their limits. But regardless of where you choose to take flight, one thing remains constant: the importance of safety. Navigate the skies above Kitty Hawk. Remember that you too can achieve your dreams. The spirit of the Wright brothers lives on in all of us, a reminder that with courage, determination, and a little help from the wind, anything is possible. Step into a realm where the sky becomes an endless playground. and the majestic Wasatch Mountains provide a breathtaking backdrop for an unforgettable hang gliding experience. Nestled amidst the sprawling beauty of the Salt Lake Valley, this world-renowned hang gliding destination beckons adventurers and thrill-seekers alike. Imagine launching from a mountain peak, the crisp mountain air filling your lungs as you soar above a tapestry of vibrant landscapes. Below, the Salt Lake Valley stretches out like an immense canvas, its shimmering waters reflecting the azure sky above. The Wasatch Mountains, with their rugged peaks and verdant slopes, create a dramatic arena for aerial adventures. Renowned for their consistent flying conditions, these mountains offer a playground for both novice and seasoned hang gliding enthusiasts. Feel the adrenaline surge as you catch a thermal, the glider lifting you higher and higher, drawing you closer to the towering peaks of the Wasatch Range. The sense of freedom is exhilarating as you glide effortlessly, the wind whispering tales of adventure in your ears. Below, the landscape unfolds in a breathtaking panorama of alpine meadows, pristine lakes, and dense forests, showcasing nature's artistry on a grand scale. The air is alive with the scent of pine and the distant roar of waterfalls cascading down the mountain slopes. As you navigate the currents, the mountains seem to reach out, their rocky summits beckoning you closer. It's a dance between human and sky, a graceful waltz amidst giants that leaves an indelible mark on the soul. Hang gliding in the Salt Lake Valley and Wasatch Mountains is more than just an adrenaline-fueled adventure. It's an immersive experience that engages all the senses. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine and the sweetness of wildflowers blooming on the mountain slopes. The sun, warm on your face, paints the landscape in ever-changing hues, transforming the mountains into a canvas of gold, crimson, and purple as the day progresses. The silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind and the occasional cry of a hawk circling overhead, sharing your aerial domain. It's a chance to disconnect from the noise of everyday life and reconnect with the raw beauty of the natural world. Perched atop the rugged cliffs of La Jolla, California, Torrey Pines Glider Port stands
far beyond the panoramic views. It's the warm sun on your skin, the ocean spray on your face, and the exhilaration of soaring through the air.
The landscape unfolds like a tapestry of turquoise and emerald, capturing the essence of paradise. Lush rainforests blanket the volcanic slopes, contrasting with the deep blues of the Pacific. From the rolling hills of the Appalachians to the windswept shores of the Outer Banks, from the rugged peaks of the Rockies to the volcanic slopes of Hawaii, the United States offers a breathtaking tapestry of landscapes, places where the sky becomes an endless playground and the human spirit takes flight. We've witnessed the thrill of launching from a mountain peak, the wind whispering tales of adventure as we soar above forests, lakes, and valleys. Hang gliding demands respect for the elements, the wind, and the thermals, respect for the equipment that becomes our wings, and respect for our own limitations. Choose reputable companies with experienced instructors. Trust those who prioritize safety. Follow their advice and never exceed your capabilities. Push boundaries responsibly. Recognizing the sky's power, hang gliding is more than just a sport. It's a calling, a whisper in the wind that beckons us to break free from the ordinary and embrace the unknown. It's a journey of self-discovery, a test of courage, and a celebration of the human spirit's desire to explore, soar. The feeling of weightlessness, the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, the world beneath you, the exhilaration of catching a thermal, the adrenaline rush as you carve through the air, the peace of being suspended between earth and sky, the silence broken by the whisper of the wind. So, if the call of adventure resonates within you, if you've ever dreamed of soaring like a bird, of experiencing the world from a different perspective, then perhaps hang gliding is your next great adventure. The sky awaits, and with it, a world of possibilities. Take the leap, embrace the unknown, and discover the magic of flight. But do so with respect, with caution, and with a deep appreciation for the power and the beauty of the natural world. For in the realm of hang gliding, as in life, it's not just about reaching our destination, but about savoring every moment of the journey. So, spread your wings, embrace the wind, and let your spirit soar. Your adventure awaits. Welcome to our ultimate guide to hand gliding in Europe. This is no walk in the park. We're talking about soaring through the skies like a bird. It's about feeling that rush of adrenaline as the wind rips past you, hundreds of feet in the air. We're about to embark on a journey to discover the most exhilarating hand gliding spots this continent has to offer. From the tallest sand dunes to the majestic Alps, we've got the top 10 spots you need to check out. These locations aren't just about the thrill, though. They offer breathtaking views, challenging conditions, and memories that will last a lifetime. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a brave beginner, there's a challenge waiting for you in the skies above Europe. So, strap yourselves in, get ready for takeoff, and prepare to experience the raw power and beauty of hand gliding in some of the world's most stunning landscapes. Let's go. Our first stop takes us to the southwest coast of France, home to the mighty dune of Pilat. This isn't just any sand dune. It's a colossal wall of sand towering over the Atlantic Ocean. We're talking over 300 feet high and stretching for almost 2 miles. Now, this beast isn't for the faint of heart. The winds here are powerful, constantly shifting, and demand respect. But for those who dare, the Dune of Pilat offers a truly unique hand gliding experience. Imagine launching from the crest of this sandy giant, feeling the wind tear at your wings as you fight to gain altitude. The view from up here is nothing short of spectacular. To the west, the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean stretches out before you, while to the east, a dense pine forest carpets the landscape. And as you soar through the air, you'll feel an incredible sense of freedom, like you could fly forever. But remember, this is the wild. The wind can change in an instant, so you need to be on your toes, constantly adjusting, always ready to react. This is man versus nature, and only the skilled and the determined will conquer the Dune of Pilat. From the raw power of the Atlantic coast, we journey now to the heart of Europe, to the majestic Swiss Alps. This is a place where nature's grandeur is on full display, a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of our planet. This is a landscape of towering peaks, shimmering glaciers, and deep, verdant valleys. The Swiss Alps are a marvel of nature, a place where the earth reaches for the sky, and the sky seems to embrace the earth in a timeless dance. Here, the air is thin, crisp, and alive with the sound of silence. It's a silence that speaks volumes, a silence that allows you to hear the whispers of the mountains, the rustle of the wind, and the distant call of an eagle. It's a place where eagles soar and clouds dance among the mountaintops. The clouds here are not just clouds, they are performers in a grand ballet, moving gracefully across the sky, casting shadows on the peaks below. For hand gliding enthusiasts, the Swiss Alps are a dream come true. It's a place where you can truly feel alive, where every moment is filled with the thrill of flight and the awe of the natural world. The thermals here are strong and reliable, lifting you to dizzying heights and offering unparalleled views of this breathtaking landscape. These thermals are like invisible hands, gently guiding you upwards, giving you the freedom to explore the skies. Imagine soaring above snow-capped peaks, feeling the crisp mountain air biting at your face as you share the skies with eagles. These majestic birds are your companions, your guides, showing you the way through this vast, untamed wilderness. But don't let the beauty fool you. The Alps are as unforgiving as they are stunning. The mountains demand respect, and they will test you in ways you never imagined. The weather can change in an instant, turning from clear skies to blizzard conditions in the blink of an eye. One moment, you're gliding through a serene sunlit sky, and the next, you're battling fierce winds and driving snow. And with jagged peaks and deep valleys all around, there's little room for error. Every decision you make, every move you take, must be precise and calculated. That's why the Swiss Alps are a test, not just of skill, but of mental fortitude. It's about more than just knowing how to fly. It's about having the courage to face the unknown, the strength to overcome obstacles, and the determination to keep going no matter what. It's about staying calm under pressure, adapting, to changing conditions, and never losing sight of your goal. In the face of adversity, you must remain focused, composed, and resilient. It's about pushing your limits and discovering what you're truly capable of. The Swiss Alps are not just a destination, they are a journey of self-discovery, of growth, and of transformation. Here in this majestic landscape, you will find not only the thrill of flight, but also the joy of overcoming challenges, the satisfaction of achieving your goals, and the realization of your dreams. So, spread your wings, embrace the adventure, and dance with the giants of the Swiss Alps. We're leaving the Alps behind and heading south, pushing into the turquoise embrace of the Turkish coast. This journey is not just a change in scenery, but a shift in the very essence of adventure. The Alps, with their towering peaks and snow-capped majesty, have their own allure, but the Turkish coast offers something entirely different. Here, the landscape is a blend of rugged cliffs, ancient ruins, and the endless expanse of the Mediterranean Sea. It's a place where history and nature intertwine, creating a unique backdrop for our next adventure. This place is a haven for thrill seekers, a paradise for those who like to taste the wind and dance with gravity. Imagine the sensation of the wind rushing past you, the ground far below, and the horizon stretching out endlessly. It's a feeling of absolute freedom, a chance to break away from the mundane and experience something truly extraordinary. The Turkish coast is not just a destination, it's a playground for those who seek the thrill of the unknown. Picture this: soaring cliffs plunging into crystal clear waters, the sun scorching your face as you ride thermals above ancient ruins. These ruins, remnants of civilizations long past, add a layer of mystique to the experience. As you glide above them, you can't help but wonder about the people who once walked these lands, their stories now etched into the stones below. The contrast between the ancient and the natural is striking, creating a visual and emotional tapestry that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. This, my friends, is where the magic happens. It's in these moments, suspended between the sky and the sea, that you truly feel alive. The magic is not just in the scenery, but in the experience itself. It's in the adrenaline rush, the sense of adventure, and the connection to the natural world. Every glide, every turn, every moment in the air is a testament to the beauty and power of nature. Remember, we're not just talking about breathtaking views here. This is serious business. Hang gliding requires skill, precision, and a deep understanding of the elements. It's not just about the thrill. It's about mastering the art of flight. The Turkish coast, with its unpredictable winds and challenging terrain, offers the perfect training ground for those who are serious about their craft. The Turkish coast is notorious for its unpredictable winds, sudden gusts that could send you spiraling if you're not careful. These winds, while challenging, also add an element of excitement to the experience. They keep you on your toes, forcing you to constantly adapt and adjust. It's a test of your skills and your ability to stay calm under pressure. But it's also a reminder of the power of nature and the importance of respecting it. But don't let that deter you. The challenges are part of what makes hang gliding here so rewarding. Overcoming them gives you a sense of accomplishment and a deeper appreciation for the sport. It's about pushing your limits and discovering what you're truly capable of. And when you do, the feeling is indescribable. It's a mix of exhilaration, pride, and a profound connection to the world around you. A true adventurer embraces the challenge, thrives on the unexpected. It's in these moments of uncertainty that you find your true strength. The unexpected becomes an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn and improve. And in the end, it's these challenges that make the experience so memorable. They add a layer of depth and meaning, turning a simple flight into a journey of self-discovery. That's what sets us apart. It's not just about the thrill. It's about the journey, the challenges, and the growth that comes with it. It's about pushing ourselves to new heights, both literally and figuratively. And in doing so, we discover a deeper connection to the world around us and to ourselves. The Turkish coast, with its hidden coves and towering peaks, offers the perfect setting for this journey. It's a place where adventure and discovery go hand in hand. This coastline is a tapestry of hidden coves and towering peaks, a playground for the senses. Each cove, each peak offers a new perspective, a new experience. The landscape is constantly changing, revealing new wonders at every turn. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The sights, the sounds, the smells, they all come together to create an experience that is both exhilarating and deeply moving. As you glide through the air, the scent of salt and pine fills your nostrils, a potent reminder of the raw beauty that surrounds you. The smell of the sea, mixed with the earthy aroma of the pine trees, creates a sensory experience that is both invigorating and calming. It's a reminder of the natural world and our place within it. And as you take in these scents, you can't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity to experience such beauty. Listen closely, and you might even hear the echoes of ancient mariners, their spirits forever entwined with these rugged shores. These mariners, who once navigated these waters, left behind a legacy that is still felt today. Their stories, their adventures, are woven into the fabric of this place. And as you glide above the coast, you become a part of that legacy, adding your own story to the rich tapestry of history. But we're not here to reminisce about the past. We're here to carve our own legends, to create our own stories. The past is a source of inspiration, but the present is where the real adventure happens. It's about living in the moment, embracing the challenges, and making the most of every opportunity. And in doing so, we create our own legacy, one that will inspire future generations of adventurers. We're here to carve our own legends, to pit ourselves against the elements and emerge victorious. It's about testing our limits, pushing ourselves to new heights, and discovering what we're truly capable of. The Turkish coast, with its rugged beauty and challenging conditions, offers the perfect setting for this journey. It's a place where legends are made, where every flight is a chance to prove yourself and create a story worth telling. So strap in, check your gear, and get ready for a wild ride. This is not just a flight, it's an adventure, a journey into the unknown. It's about embracing the thrill, the challenge, and the beauty of the Turkish coast. And as you take to the skies, remember that you're not just a spectator, you're an active participant in this incredible experience. So take a deep breath, spread your wings, and let the adventure begin. This is Hang, gliding on the edge. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's for those who seek the thrill of the unknown, who are willing to take risks and embrace the challenges. It's for those who want to experience the world in a way that few others can. And as you soar above the Turkish coast, you'll discover a sense of freedom and exhilaration that is truly unmatched. So take the leap, embrace the adventure, and let the Turkish coast show you what it means to truly live. From the sun-drenched shores of Turkey, we journey north to the heart of the Italian Alps. Here, amidst towering peaks and shimmering lakes, a different kind of hang gliding adventure awaits. This is a land of dramatic contrasts, where rugged mountains give way to verdant valleys, and the air is alive with the promise of adventure. Forget everything you think you know about hang gliding. This is not for the faint of heart. This is where legends are made, where adrenaline junkies come to test their mettle against some of the most challenging and rewarding flying conditions in Europe. Close your eyes and imagine the crisp mountain air biting at your face, the sun glinting off snow-capped peaks in the distance. You can almost taste the freedom, feel the wind screaming past your ears as you launch yourself into the void. But this is no time for daydreaming. We've got a job to do, a challenge to conquer. So grab your gear, check your harness, and get ready to experience the Italian Alps like never before. We are leaving the serenity of the Italian Alps behind and heading west, towards the untamed beauty of the Pyrenees Mountains. This is a land where France and Spain collide, a rugged tapestry of towering peaks, deep gorges, and ancient forests. The air here is different, thinner, charged with a raw energy that speaks to something deep within the soul. This is not a place for the faint of heart. The Pyrenees demand respect, a deep understanding of the elements, and a healthy dose of courage. But for those brave enough to answer the call, the rewards are immeasurable. Close your eyes and imagine the wind whipping through your hair, the sun beating down on your face as you soar above a landscape that has remained virtually unchanged for millennia. You can almost smell the wildflowers clinging to the mountainside. Hear the distant cries of eagles circling overhead. But this is no time for daydreaming. We've got a challenge ahead of us, a test of skill and nerve that will push us to our limits. So strap in, check your gear, and get ready for an adventure you'll never forget. The French Alps, a haven for thrill seekers, a playground for those who dance with the wind. This majestic mountain range, stretching across southeastern France, is a paradise for adventurers. The peaks, often dusted with snow, stand tall and proud, inviting those with a daring spirit to explore their heights. The valleys, lush and green, offer a serene contrast to the rugged mountains, creating a landscape that is both challenging and breathtakingly beautiful. And when it comes to hang gliding, this place is the real deal. The French Alps are renowned for their perfect conditions for this exhilarating sport. The combination of high altitudes, favorable wind patterns, and stunning scenery makes it a top destination for hang gliders from around the world. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner looking to take your first flight, the French Alps offer something for everyone. We're talking jagged peaks clawing at the sky, valleys carpeted in emerald green, and thermals that'll have you soaring like an eagle. These thermals, or columns of rising air, are a hang glider's best friend, providing the lift needed to stay aloft and explore the vast expanse of the Alps. As you glide through the air, you'll feel a sense of freedom and exhilaration that is hard to match. Now, choosing your launch site here is like picking a favorite star in the night sky. Almost impossible, because they're all breathtaking. Each site offers its own unique perspective of the Alps, from the towering peaks to the deep valleys below. Some of the most popular launch sites include Chamonix, Annecy, and the Col de la Forclaz, each offering its own set of challenges and rewards. Do you want panoramic views that stretch as far as the eye can see? Or maybe a more intimate glide through a hidden valley? The choice is yours. The French Alps offer a variety of landscapes to explore, from the wide open spaces of the high peaks to the secluded beauty of the hidden valleys. Each flight is a new adventure, offering a different perspective on this stunning region. Remember, each peak has its own personality, its own challenges, its own rewards. Some peaks are known for their strong thermals, while others offer more technical flying conditions. It's important to understand the characteristics of each peak before you take off, so you can be prepared for what lies ahead. Check the wind conditions, assess the terrain, and listen to that little voice inside you. The mountains can be unpredictable, and it's important to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Pay attention to the weather, the wind, and the terrain, and trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it's better to be safe and wait for better conditions. It's the call of the wild, urging you to push your limits. The French Alps are a place where you can test your skills and push yourself to new heights. Whether you're flying solo or with a group, the sense of adventure and excitement is always present. We're not just visitors here. We're adventurers, and that means respecting the power of the mountains. The Alps are a powerful and awe-inspiring place, and it's important to approach them with respect and caution. Always be aware of the potential dangers and be prepared for anything. Before you even think about unfurling your wing, take a moment. Take a deep breath and soak in the beauty of your surroundings. The anticipation before takeoff is one of the most exciting parts of the experience, and it's important to take the time to appreciate it. Feel the wind on your face. Read the sky. Understand the lay of the land. The more you understand about the conditions, the better prepared you'll be for your flight. Take the time to study the weather patterns, the wind direction, and the terrain, so you can make the most of your time in the air. The Alps demand respect. They demand preparation. Pack for all eventualities. The weather in the mountains can change quickly, and it's important to be prepared for anything. Make sure you have all the necessary gear, including warm clothing, food, water, and emergency supplies. A sturdy pair of boots is essential for navigating rocky terrain, and layers of clothing will keep you warm as you climb higher. The terrain in the Alps can be challenging, and it's important to have the right gear to keep you safe and comfortable. And never underestimate the importance of a good map and compass. While modern technology can be helpful, it's always a good idea to have a backup plan. A map and compass can be invaluable tools if you find yourself in a difficult situation. Technology can fail, but your wits and a compass won't. In the mountains, it's important to be self-reliant and prepared for any situation. A compass and a good sense of direction can help you navigate even the most challenging terrain. Remember, up here, the weather can turn faster than a hawk on the hunt. The weather in the Alps can be unpredictable, and it's important to be prepared for sudden changes. Always keep an eye on the sky and be ready to adapt to changing conditions. 1 minute you've got clear skies, the next you're battling swirling mists and biting winds. The weather can change quickly in the mountains, and it's important to be prepared for anything. Always have a plan in place and be ready to adapt to changing conditions. Always check the forecast and be prepared to change your plans if needed. The key to a successful hand gliding adventure in the French Alps is flexibility and preparation. Always be ready to adapt to changing conditions and make the most of your time in this beautiful and challenging environment. Nestled among towering peaks, its shores reflecting the azure sky, lies Annecy, a jewel in the crown of the French Alps. In the air, to become part of the landscape. Imagine this. You launch from a verdant mountainside, the scent of pine filling your nostrils. And it's an experience that will stay with you long after you're back on solid ground. The Austrian Tyrol. Picture this. Rolling green hills, charming villages nestled in valleys, and above it all, the mighty Alps, their peaks piercing the clouds. It's a landscape that feels like it's straight out of a fairy tale, but what makes Tyrol truly special for hang gliding is its gentle nature. Here, the winds are kind, the thermals forgiving, making it the perfect training ground for those new to the sport. Don't let the stunning scenery fool you. This is a place where beginners can spread their wings with confidence. Now, that doesn't mean it's boring. Not by a long shot. The Tyrol offers a diverse range of flying experiences. Gentle glides over flower-filled meadows, exhilarating flights along soaring cliffs, even the chance to test your skills on longer cross-country journeys. We're heading into the heart of the Italian Alps, to the legendary Dolomites. Picture this: